All right. I thought it would be interesting since I've never actually done this problem before, but I have seen it out in the wild, is that maybe you should just watch me flail. Let's see what I can come up with and, watch me make mistakes and try different things. And I'll try and talk out loud through my process here. And I don't know, maybe you'll learn something, or maybe you'll just see the value of messing around until you get somewhere or not get anywhere. I don't know. So we understand the problem from the math treat video. We're trying to take a number like 10, break it into some addends, and then multiply them together to get the maximum possible product of these addends. We're going to restrict ourselves for now to all positive whole numbers. So you can't use 2.5 or something like that. So let's see. One thing I might do to start with is try and simplify this down. I can think of two ways to simplify this. One would be to start from a smaller number, so I would just have less possibilities to have to even check. Another thing I could do would be to maybe limit myself to just looking at when you break 10 into two pieces. 9 and 1, 8 and 2, 7 and 3, 6 and 4, 5 and 5. And just look at that and see where that gets me. And then actually I thought of a third one, which I don't have access to right now, which is, could I write a computer program to figure this thing out or to get some sense of what's going on? But we'll leave that one aside. Maybe that's for another video. So let me start with, maybe I'll just start with trying to find the maximum product if I pick two numbers or limit myself to two addends. So I'll go ahead and get rid of these. I've already done 4 and 6. So now I only need to do what? Let's see, 7 and 3, 8 and 2. And in the interest of time and saving effort, I'm not writing the plus signs or anything. And 9 and 1, I guess. And I know this is going to be, when I multiply these, I'm going to get 9. Here I get 16. Here I get 21. 4 and 6 was 24, and that was 25. And let's see, what do I notice? I notice that out of all these, 5 and 5 gets the best product. And that does remind me of something I learned somewhere in high school about optimizing things, because we can think of these products as rectangles. So this could be a rectangle that was 2 units tall and 8 units wide. And if I remember right, you can sort of, you get the maximum area when you have a square. So I can see why 5 times 5, which is the square, would give me the largest area. If I'm sort of limiting, you're kind of limiting your perimeter here. Your perimeter here is always going to be 10 and 10, 20. So the biggest thing you can make with a perimeter of 20, if you're making rectangles, is going to be a square. That's like the most efficient use of perimeter to create area or something like that. So I'm getting a sense that like trying to find numbers that are like balanced is probably good and not too far apart from each other. Maybe. Okay, let me try now breaking this a little bit further. I think what I might do next is go for starting smaller, because I just feel like there's too many options with 10, too many different ways to partition it out that I don't want to deal with right now. So 1 is probably too simple because all you can do is write 1. 2, you can only break down into 1 and 1 and 2, I guess, which is kind of weird just to have 2 by itself. But I'll go ahead and write these down, I guess. So 1 is just equal to 1, and its product would be 1. 2 you could write as 1 plus 1, or you could write it as just 2, I guess. And 1 times 1 is 1, and that's just 2, so I guess we would call this 2. 3 we could write as 1 plus 2, or just 3 by itself. And again, this would be 1 times 2 would be 2, and that would be 3, so the maximum product there is 3. 4, okay, maybe we're finally getting to something interesting, I don't know. We could do 1 and 3, 2 and 2, and I guess 4 by itself. That's product 3, that's product 4, that's product, well, that's just 4. So I think 4 is the best you can do here. This is pretty boring. Maybe we'll get to something good at 5, I don't know. 1 and 4, 3 and 2, 5 by itself, And I guess I could take this and break it into 1 plus 2 plus 2, and this one into 1. Oh, that's going to break into the same thing, 1 plus 2 plus 2. So I'll just get rid of that. And really, when I multiply this one and I multiply that one, I'm going to get 4 either way. This gives me 6. So I'm feeling like finally I got to something mildly interesting. So 5, the maximum product for 5 is 6. Hopefully I haven't made any mistakes. You might be noticing some mistakes already. I don't know. Let me put that data over here on the side. So we've got we've got the number and we've got the product. And so 1 gave me 1, 2 gave me 2, 3 gave me 3, 4 gave me 4, 5 gave me 6. Finally something interesting. And let me move along and try and do 6. Let's see, so 6, 2 plus 2 plus 2, that's a three-digit way to do it. 3 plus 3, 4 plus 2. And then I think I kind of have already convinced myself that to use any ones is kind of a waste. I mean, if you have a 1, you might as well pair it up with, smush it in with something else to make a bigger number somewhere else. So I'm not going to do any of the ones that have the 1s. I think I got them all here. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Interesting. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 2, which is kind of this again, is 8. So I think the answer here is 9. Let me move along to 7. Let's see. 3 and 4. 3 and 3 and 1, but again, using a 1 would be a waste. Let me break this to 3 plus 2 plus 2. There's 6 and 1, which I think would be a waste. So I'll go with 5 and 2. And if I broke this down, 4 and 1 would be a waste. But 3 and 2 would give me this again. I think these are the good options for 7. That's 12, and that's 10. So maybe this is 12. Let's try 8. I am noticing this times or multiples of 3 thing right there. That's interesting. 8. Let's see. 7 and 1 would be useless, so let's go with 6 and 2, 5 and 3, 4 and 4. And I'm pretty sure out of these 3, this would be the best. 16, 15, 12. Yeah, because what we said, like when you balance out the numbers, you get bigger products. So then I can start breaking these up. Maybe I break this into, see, 5 and 1 would be a waste. So 4 plus 2 plus 2. I think that's, I can break that into 2 3s, of course. 3 plus 3 plus 2. This one I could break into 2 and 3, which would repeat this. This one I could break into all 2s. But I kind of know that 4s and 2s don't do anything because 2 plus 2 is 4 and 2 times 2 is 4. So, but I'll just do it anyway. I think that's probably all the options for 8. That's 16, that's 16. This is 16. All these like 4s and 2s kind of all turn out to be 16. And this is 18. 18. Another multiple of 3, but now I've jumped by 6. Fascinating. Let me get to 9. Let's see. 4 and 5 would be the most balanced way to kind of split it, since it's an odd number. But I'll go ahead and write the other ones. 7 and 2, 6 and 3, 4 and 5. Again, 8 and 1 would be a waste of my time. I'm not going to bother. Now I'll split this. The 4 I'm going to leave, because now I know that splitting 4 into 2 and 2 doesn't do anything. So I'll split this into 4. I'll leave that 4 there, but I'll make this 3 and 2. And I'll make this, let's see, 6 and 1 would be a waste. 5 and 2 and 2, that would work. I could also do 4, 3 and 2, that'd be this again, so that's done. I can do 3, 3, 3 up here. Otherwise, this could be 4 and 2, which would be this again, so I have a 3, 3, 3. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is the winner. That's like a totally, 3 terms and they're all 3, I feel like that's going to be the winner. But let's see, I can break this again into 3 and 2 and 2 and 2. And another thing I'm noticing is that this one is going to be what, 20? 5 times 4? And this one is going to be 24, I think. Is 6 times 4, 24. And the thing I'm noticing, I didn't notice this before, is when you split this 5 into 3 and 2, you're sort of doing, I think, exactly what we did there. Is I already know if anytime I have a 5, it can be split into 3 and 2 to make 6 as my product. So I should always split my 5s into 3s and 2s, I think. 4s, you don't need to split because they split into 2 and 2, so that doesn't do anything. If I ever see a 6, I should split it into 3 and 3, which I did there. I feel like small insight, maybe. So this is 24, this is 24, this is 12 and 24 again, and this is 27. So 9 gives me 27, another multiple of 3. Now I jumped by 9 that time. Fascinating, 10. Okay, I'm going to make a guess that 10 is going to be a multiple of 3, the sum. Sorry, the maximum product is going to be a multiple of 3, so 30, 33, 36, something like that. Let's see. 10. We know 5 and 5 is the best if I do 2, but I know that always change the 5 into 3 and 2, so I know this is going to be better. And oh my gosh, that gives me 36, a multiple of 3. What are my other options? Let's see, I could have done 6 and 4, which could have split this. Always split your 6 into 3 and 3, so that's 3, 3, and 4, which is this one again, repeated because the 2 2s make 4. I could have done 7 and 3. Always split your 7 into 3 and 4. That gives me 3, 3, and 4 again. Ooh, I feel like I'm using the old ones to get the new ones. This is good. 8 and 2? I guess I could have done 8 and 2. 8 and 2. And 8s, we should always split into, I don't remember how I got 18. 3, 3, and 2. 3, 3, and 2 makes, yeah. So split this into 3, 3, and 2. That's going to just give me this again. Okay, wow, all roads leading to this. Wait, this one? Yeah, 3 times 3. Yeah, 36. All right, 10. All right. I'm almost feeling like I can at least figure out the next one for 11 pretty quickly. Let me see. Start with 11. Break it into... I wonder if you can always just break it into like the easiest pairing, like the most balanced pair, and then split these. So I know this should be a 3 and a 2, and I know that should be a 3 and a 3, and that is 3 times 3 times 3, 20. This is 54. I don't know if I'll be able to beat that. Let's see. I'll write it down here because I'm feeling pretty good about it. Hopefully that shows up on the camera. 1154, kind of sloppy there, but that's okay. What are my other choices? 4 and 7. I know to always break my 7 into 4 and 3. So that would be 4 plus 4 plus 3. I know it doesn't make sense to break 4s. That is 16 times 3, 48. Not quite as good as that one. What's left? 8 and 3? And I know to split my 8 into 3, 3, and 2. That's going to get me back to there. My other starting option would have been 9 and 2. I know to split this into 3 and 3. That would be... No, wait. 9 splits into... Oh, 3, 3, and 3. Oh, yeah, that splits back into there. Okay. I don't know for sure if I've gotten every single possible way to break up 11, but I'm feeling pretty confident. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take this and let's start to see. This was, let's just write these products out. This is 3 times 2. This is 3 times 3. This one was 3 times 4. This is 3 times 3 times 2. The 9 was 3 times 3 times 3. That one was 3 times 3 times 4, which I could write as 2 times 2 if I want to kind of break it down. Maybe I will. I think I'm going to break these down into 2s. Okay, and 11 was 54. Oh my gosh, what was that? That's 27. So 3 times 3 times 3 times 2. And 3, 6, 9, 11. Yeah, okay, excellent. Okay, clearly noticing that these are always breaking into 3s and 2s. I could actually start writing them with exponents like 3 squared times 2, 3 cubed, 3 squared times 2 squared, 3 cubed times 2. I feel like I should start counting how many 2s and 3s there are. So let me get another marker. Let's see. So here we have 1, 2, no 2s, 2 2s, a single 2, no 2s, 2 2s, a single 2. Hello, I see a pattern. I bet you for 12, it's 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 because I wouldn't want to have any 2s. In fact, the extra 1 that I'm going to get when I go from 11 to 12, I should give to that to make it into a 3, and I'll get 9 times 9, 81 as my next one. Okay, this is really cool. I think I have some pretty good idea of breaking into as many 3s as you can. If you have anything left, break it into 2s, kind of going in that direction. Okay, I think this is a good place to stop. You've seen me flail on this problem, had some insights along the way. I'm sure there are a million ways to do this that are way more efficient than that, but that was just me giving it my best shot.